And in what sector?
Well, I mean,
so
Soros. Soros.
You mean with the gold?
Yes.
And so what he was a stalking horse in this charade. He kicked the downside off, and then the central banks would use derivatives through the major brokerage firms such as Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan Chase, Citigroup, etc. And they shorted gold. They were already short big time, triple what is normal in the COMEX, and the LBMA, which is the London equivalent, is even worse. I mean, I think they're short 50 tons of gold, and they don't have any.
When does, I mean, for those that don't understand shorting, when are the contracts or the main group of contracts up? Because now they've got to short it because they already betted in shorting or they lose their shirt.
That's right. And shorting is betting it's going to go down. And so they've been doing that, but ultimately they have to cover, which means buy it back in again. And I don't know at what level they're going to do that. My guess is probably somewhere between 1,033 and perhaps 1,070. There's a number of reasons that I won't go into to address. But he front ran this attack on gold, and it's a second attack in like 2 months. But the second part of the question was, can they continue to do it? And the answer is no. And the reason why is they don't have the physical bullion to sell into the market. And that's where they're stopped cold. And so when they use derivatives, futures, to go in and drive prices down, they only can do it for a short period of time, several days at the most, and that's it.
And to answer the question, why do they want to drive gold down? Am I right in saying because it will expose the weakness of the dollar?
It'll expose the weakness of the dollar and the whole system. Whenever gold goes up, it's like the canary in the coal mine. It's the tip-off that something is dramatically wrong in some society, and gold's going up because the society's on the brink, economically, financially, whatever, and that is what's happening. And so they've been suppressing gold. They started in 1988. I wrote my first article for the Bull and Bear saying the market is being manipulated, and I explained how they were doing it, and everybody told me I was insane. Well, of course, they don't do that anymore because it is common knowledge now, especially on Wall Street.
All right, let's
all markets, but particularly the gold market, is being manipulated.
John, did that answer your questions?
I was just curious to, I know it's impossible to tell, but, because what about silver also? Did you expect a price, because they're short that market also?
Well, you're right, and there's two big players that are short about 60% of the contracts, J.P. Morgan, Chase, and HSBC, Hong Kong Shanghai Bank. And it's illegal. And the CFTC stands there and has allowed it to go on ever since Bear Stearns went under.
So what you're saying, they are going to drive, but you're expecting them to drop in silver?
No, it's already happened.
Yeah, but continuing or?
No. It'll base out here somewhere in the $15 to $16 area, and gold should base out here as well. And
when will gold start running back up?
Mad.
When do you see gold running back up?
Oh, I think it can happen before June, maybe even before April.
Okay.
They don't have any lasting power. I mean, they've lost their bullion positions. They sold them off over the last 20 years.
They're swimming upstream against the market. Thank you, John. Michael in California, you're on the air with Bob Chapman.
Hey, thanks, you guys. It's just so timely you're having this conversation. And Alex, your illustration about the rats going up the mast to the crow's nest is just really kind of sets there. I wanted to know if either one of you are familiar with Thomas Horn's latest book, Apollyon Rising, the prophetic cipher hidden from the world by the U.S. government for over 200 years.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
I would recommend it. It's a great overview of why the seal is on the dollar bill and the forces that you guys are talking about that want to see their world order manifest.
Well, we carry 3 videos, America's Secret Beginnings, that chronicle that, so I am aware of it. Anything else, Michael?
Well, I'm just wondering also on the provisions front. I know Bob's talked really strongly about being out of the U.S. dollar as well as having food supplies. Both of you talk about that, a way to protect your family. And it's amazing how many people around me, as I try to have conversations with people, really just they really shy away from it as if it's extreme.
Well, let me comment on that, Michael, because we're going into break. They have made it fashionable. They've been telling people for 100 years, don't talk about politics and religion. When talking about politics and religion is what created this country, and they tell you it's weird to be protected, it's weird to own guns, it's weird to be self-sufficient, it's weird to know how to fish, it's weird to know how to skin a deer. As a human being, I'm high-tech, I'm modern, but I also am primitive. I keep those aspects about myself. I know a little bit about nature and how to be self-sufficient. I'm not a domesticated, complete jellyfish. And so what you've got is domesticated, soft-palmed jellyfish. Look at Katrina. Look at California collapsing and making the state workers work 1 day a week for free. Look at Haiti. The government can't and won't and will not take care of you. And in all these intensifying crises, the fact that people don't even have the basic instinct to want to prepare, like a grasshopper doesn't prepare for the winter, the ant does. A squirrel prepares for the winter. I've got the smarts of a squirrel. Your average football watcher doesn't. Bob Chapman.
I agree. And, it's all there. All they have to do is start using it. And how can that come about? All they have to do is listen. And your program is one of those ways, or my publication for that matter. And there's a lot of things that just have to be exposed to people and say, oh, yeah, I was wondering about that. And all of a sudden, it clicks in. I get so many emails and talk to so many people who said, I woke up 6 months ago or a year or 2 years ago. And I think that's terrific. And it's because of the internet and my publication and your program and other programs and so on. And we are getting there. The thing is, can we get there fast enough?
Folks, now is the time of maximum effort. Now is the time when the globalists are moving against us and the public is finally ready to be enlightened. We'll be back.